KO Art of Sports right here with the great Sean Gibbons. I was just going to say, man, you got your guy Mark Berlandez, I believe.
Yeah, Mark Berlandez coming tonight to give a good account of himself. Actually, tomorrow night. He's just a tough kid that trains in Florida, and on any given night he can upset somebody.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited to see, man. Whenever someone's name is attached to Sean Gibbons, I know it's someone to look out for, you know what I mean?
True. Well, we just had Jonas Sultan last week, upset Carlos Cayabaro. So yeah, I mean, these kids just looking for opportunity, and they're hungry and ready to go. So just happy we can help.
And you could see it, man. You could see it in the ring. I want to talk about the man, Manny Pacquiao, you know, decided to hang up the gloves. Were you kind of inclined before to think maybe that was the direction he was going in camp and things like that?
He was going that direction because he's running for president, but it got sped up a little bit about that night, which I still think the fight could have went either way. I just think the styles turned out bad for Manny with all the things that we had going. So it kind of helped the process because you run for president, you know, you got to kind of hang the gloves up to start that. So but I never, you know, I really wish we could have fought Earl Spence. You know, that was the fight. That's the one he was ready for. That was the style, everything. And the Ugas just was horrible. It's like trying to dance with someone that can't dance, and it doesn't work. And that's what Ugas had, this peekaboo kind of style, and the long jab, get the senator's rhythm up. So, but you know what? Running for president's a lot more important than boxing. He did everything for boxing.
Right. I mean, it's, you know, his legend speaks for itself. You know, now I spoke to Freddie Roach. He said he gets a vote. I don't know if he's part citizen. I don't know how. Did you get a vote as well?
No, but Freddie gets an honorary, definitely.
Okay, that's awesome, man. Yeah. So when is the election, and how is it looking for him now? With like, you know, polls? I don't know if they do polls out there. How that works?
Yeah, he's running about third or fourth, and the election is in May, and we're hoping for the best.
Yeah, man. A big fight next tomorrow. I want to get your take on real quick. I'm sorry, Saturday. Yeah. Canelo versus Plant. How do you see it playing out, and what strategy does each guy have to go in to get the victory?
Well, I think Canelo right now is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Canelo, Usyk, you know, interchangeable, but Canelo to me is the best in the lower weights here. And he's just going to do what he does. He breaks guys down. He's a tremendous counterpuncher. Plant is a good fighter, but it's levels. He's a good fighter at a certain level, and Canelo is the best at 68, to me, best at 60, 68, 75. So Plant just has to try to box because he's not going to hurt Canelo. He's got no pop to hurt him, and I think that's going to be a problem as the fight goes on. And I see Canelo breaking him down about 8-9 rounds.
It seemed like Pacquiao was a fan of Canelo. Would you say that he was kind of like observed the craft and
No, absolutely. He loves Canelo because Canelo, first of all, his work ethic, his fighting, just style, just everything he does. He respects boxing. Yeah, Manny was a big fan of Canelo's, and his son's a huge fan. His son Chimwell went down and did a workout with him.
Yeah, how was that? I know you were there. I'm sure you saw the knowledge kind of given down. What was that like?
Kid loved it. I mean, what's not to love? You're going to meet the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world right now. A guy you see on TV all the time. He's giving you some pointers. He's telling you a few things how to work. It was great. Really enjoyed it.
Tell the fans, Sean, where they can follow you and what guys are next. I know you have, I'm sure a stable coming.
Got a couple little fights. We got Isaac Cruz Jr.
That's right.
Fighting Gervonta Davis. We got Raymar Caballo fighting Onito Donaire. Marlon Tapales fighting Japanese guy for an IBF 122-pound eliminator, and a few other guys here and there. So follow me, Knucklehead Sean, and keep up to date all the MP promotion fighters.
That's right. I just real quickly, Isaac Cruz, you reminded me, man, you got excited to get that call. What was that experience like? Did you get the call? And I'm sure Isaac Cruz was like, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, well, Isaac was already on the card. He was fighting on the undercard, so he was kind of a standby. So it's not a last minute. It's not a replacement in that way. He was preparing to fight, knowing that if something happened to Rolly, like COVID or hurt, no one could imagine what happened. So he was prepared. But once you finally get the call, really exciting. So I'm excited for the kid. The kid's 23 years old. It's a tremendous opportunity, and the reason Manny Pacquiao signed him is he thinks he's the best prospect coming out of Mexico. So that's a pretty big, shoes there to fill.
Yeah.
But I
Did
think
Pacquiao like watch him fight, or did he spar? Did he spar with him or something? That
No,
he
you
saw
don't.
that, or
Basically, Manny told me to go out and find the best prospect who I think and show it to him. So I showed him tape, showed him Isaac. He met Isaac here in Las Vegas, and he loved everything about the kid, his work ethic, his style. He's a pit bull. And Manny said, that's the kid I want to help. So on all the Filipino fighters we have, Isaac Cruz is the only non-Filipino.
wow, that's
a pretty good honor.
Yeah. What has Manny given Isaac any advice or any words of being that since it got announced?
Not yet, but he will as the fight comes forward. He'll just wish him the best. And Manny always says, stay humble, stay disciplined, and do your job.
Yeah. Congratulations, Sean. Good stuff. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
brother.